everyone, Laura Schiller here. I just wanted to come on live, talk a little bit about my story and about the opportunity. So, I am a mom of three. I have a 7-year-old son and 5-year-old twin daughters, and a schnoodle who I love. And I am a part time trust and estates attorney. And I absolutely hated tea growing up. I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever because my parents only had Lipton. And when I was at people's houses, I didn't even understand why they would offer me tea or why people liked it. And I've always been a health nut. So I used to be a diet soda addict, which I know is not the healthiest for you. And I also have a horrible sweet tooth. So I was looking for a way to curb my diet soda addiction and my sweet tooth. And I was walking through the mall one day, and one of our competitors was giving out samples of a tea that sounded like dessert, and I decided to try it on a whim, and I absolutely loved it. I couldn't believe it as 0 calories, zero sugar. I asked the clerk probably 15 times if he's sure, and I came home with a bunch of bags of tea, and I kept going back and forth to the mall to buy new flavors, and then I realized that it wasn't the most efficient use of my time because I live in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey, so the mall's not that close. So I decided to Google how tea could be delivered to my house. And my background prior to law school was I was a business major, and one of my majors was studying companies and seeing why they're successful, why they're not successful, what they could do to be successful. And I loved that major, so I continued studying companies, even though I subsequently went to law school, just in my free time for fun. And in the last 5 to 6 years, I have researched a lot of direct sales companies because I used to be in one, and also because a lot of my friends are in direct sales companies. And I find it so fascinating that you can make 7 figures in direct sales companies because it's part time from home, and it just always intrigued me. So I was Googling how tea could be delivered to my house, and I stumbled across Steep Tea, and I thought it was interesting that there was a tea direct sales company. It was something new. There are millions of makeup consultants, millions of jewelry consultants, millions of weight loss consultants, and I just thought this was something new and fun. And I kept researching the company, and everything I was reading I really liked. I saw that it's one of the fastest growing companies in Canada. I saw that it was on Dragon's Den, which is the same as Shark Tank. And I think that was kind of my aha moment because I love Shark Tank so much. And I watched the episode and I saw that 4 investors wanted to be in on the deal and to made a deal with the CEO and founder. And I just found it so intriguing because if 2 of the biggest investors and most influential investors wanted to be a part of this company, then I should want to be a part of it too, right? So I looked at the locator at the time. I used to have a locator to see how many people are local to you, and there's very few, and that is because we officially launched last year. We're still very new, super ground floor right now. And I remember from my business background that the best products to be in are products that are consumable, reasonably priced, not a specific niche, and also something that's not a fad. So I thought to myself, well, tea is very consumable. 80% of Americans drink tea, 56% drink it daily. I realized that it was reasonably priced. Our teas, people don't usually ever complain about the price of our teas. And I realized it was not a fad because tea has been around for centuries. And it is also no barriers. So 2-year-olds drink our tea, and my 99-year-old grandma drinks my tea, and men and women, and every single person, not every single person likes tea, but there's no rhyme or reason to who likes tea, and 80% of Americans do like tea. So I figured maybe it was a good idea. It was only $99 the kit at the time, and now it's only $79. But I assumed it was a good deal, decided to try it kind of on a whim, and I bought the kit. I wasn't really sure if I was going to work the business, to be honest, and that was about 2 years ago. And in 2 years, my team is now at about 670 people. I earned a trip to Rome. I went last September, sorry, 2 Septembers ago. I went to LA on an all inclusive trip with Steve last March. I went on a cruise with my husband in February. I was fortunate enough to be top 5 in the company, and I went to Shanghai with the CEO and founder and realized just how incredible they are and how much they genuinely care about us. I earned my trip to conference to Nashville in July, and now my husband and I are going to Punta Cana in May. I absolutely love everything about being a sophologist. I love helping people find out about matcha. It's not that well known in the US, and it has so many health benefits. It has 10 times the antioxidants of green tea, and because of that, it helps boost your metabolism. It gives you sustained energy for 6 hours, helps you focus, and it doesn't give you the caffeine jolt like coffee does. So I love when my customers try matcha, they feel great, they start losing weight. It's really rewarding to hear all the positive feedback about it. I also love helping people with anxiety. I have high anxiety, and our teas and oils are proven to help with anxiety, sleep, digestion. I think they're all related. And I love when my customers feel less anxious without drugs. Not that I have not taken anxiety drugs, but I actually have not in the 2 years since starting Steep Tea. And now I just love helping people earn a substantial income. Nothing is more rewarding than getting messages and occasionally calls from people about how happy they are with their paycheck, what they are using it for, and it could go anywhere from people who are paycheck to paycheck are now able to pay off debt to people being able to buy the luxury handbag that they wanted to buy. And anything that people tell me they spend with their Steep Tea money makes me feel incredible because I know I'm a small part of it. Obviously, because it's a ground floor opportunity, Steep Tea is a bigger part of it. But as their mentor, I like to think that I have play a part in it. So that is why I love Steep Tea. I kind of got into it by accident, but I feel fortunate every day that I did. I love reconnecting with old friends over it. I love making new friends. My team is amazing. So are so many other sophologists, and I am just having the best time with it. So I want to tell you a little bit about the kit right now. It is currently $79, which is one of the cheapest it's been. It's been many prices since I started. It was $99 when I started, then it went to $135, then $145. Now it's $79. Then it went down to $99, I think, then $79. And it comes with $330 worth of products. So you get some of our most popular teas. 2 of my favorite teas are in there, which is Unicorn Kisses, which is color changing. So my kids love it, but I honestly love it just as much. I think it's really cool when the tea changes color with a squeeze of lemon. We have Blooming Flower Tea. Again, my kids think it's really cool, but I think it's equally cool. It's creme brulee that comes in the kit, and it tastes amazing, but it also looks amazing. You put it in the pot, and it turns into a flower. It looks beautiful. It comes with other teas as well, and then you get 100 servings of matcha, vanilla matcha, which is one of my favorites. And then you get my favorite teaware, which is the party pitcher. And you also get a few other teawares and a few other products in it, and obviously catalogs. So they basically give you what you need for your first 4 parties if you are going to do in-home parties. I also want to tell you about the special this week. So if you sign up this week by Friday, you get 200 servings of matcha for free in addition to the 100 servings that you already get in the kit. So you'll get vanilla in your kit, which is great, but you'll also get my absolute favorite, or one of my absolute favorites. My 2 absolute favorites matchas are chocolate and peach. So you get 100 servings of peach for free this week and 100 servings of strawberry matcha for free. Strawberry's not necessarily my favorite, but it tastes pretty good. So you get all of that if you sign up by Friday. It's a special that Steep Tea is doing. So that is pretty incredible. So the biggest question you're probably asking is what happens when you sign up. So someone in the Dream Team will throw your launch party for you, whoever you sign up under, or if they're not available, we'll find someone or I will do it for you. So we will throw your launch party for you, which is pretty incredible because you could self-host it. So you'll not only get commissions on anything that is sold, which I'll get to in a second. But you will also get the host credit, so you also get more free tea. So we throw your launch party for you. We do a lot of training. I do a lot of training in the Dream Team. We have newbie training. Then once you finish that, I do push to leader training sometimes. There is a fabulous group of people on the Dream Team. I am so lucky and proud to call them my team, but they will answer your questions so quickly, which is so amazing for me as a busy attorney. But you could always ask your questions there. You will also get training from Steep Tea, and you will also be added to their groups as well. And they have training in the back office to help you, especially if you're like me, signing up and have no idea about tea. There's videos to help you with the tea. I didn't even know how to pronounce some of the teas when I signed up. And also, they also have other trainings as well. And then they also have trainings where you could go on to calls to get additional training. And the head of US and the head of Canada, I work closely with both of them, and they're both fantastic. And you could always pick up the phone and call them or email them, and they'll get back to you. So that is what happens when you join. I'm sure you're curious about money and the compensation plan. First off, I don't want anyone to think that I'm not telling you about any fees. So you sign up for $79. That's all you need to buy. But for the first 3 months, they give you your website free. And subsequent to that, it's $12.95 a month. And to be a consultant, it's not mandatory, but if you're working in the business, we highly suggest that you do spend this $12.95 so customers can easily reach your website. This is such a consumable product that I have people go to my website all the time to just buy it without even consulting me. And you want that option because people run out of their tea and they'll just go to your website. So it's $12.95 after the first 3 months, which are free, but you can turn it off at any time. And so the comp plan is one of the best I've seen. I've seen a lot of direct sales comp plans, and I thought when I signed up that the comp plan was great, but then they changed it and it's even better. So you make 25% on anything you sell or buy, no matter what your rank is. If you sell $2,000 of products a month, which I've done for the last 2 years, you get an additional 5%, so you get 30% on anything you sell that month. If you sell $3,000 of product, which I try to do every month, but I do it most months, then you get 35% commission on your sales. And if you are a leader, which means you have 5 active people in your downline and 2 are personally sponsored by you and a few other criteria, which you don't have to worry about right now, then you get an additional 5%. So you could get up to 40% on anything you sell. And where the comp plan I really think is amazing is if you become a leader, as I just discussed, you get a $500 bonus. And then every single promotion you have subsequent to leader, you get another $500 bonus. So someone on my team just promoted to leader in January and then promoted to senior leader in February. So she got $1,000 within a month bonus in addition to her normal Steep Tea salary. So my next promotion, when I get to it, I will get a $2,500 bonus. And then every time after that, anytime I promote another leader, I will get an additional $2,500 bonus. So it is really, really a generous plan, especially if you work the business. And I know a lot of people always ask me, how many hours do I work this business? And to be honest, as an attorney with 3 kids, it's not like I could be working this day and night. People think I don't sleep, but sleep is very important to me as well. So I am very efficient when I work, and I turn off my news feed. I will work in complete silence or with music, but I will not have anything else bothering me. And I usually can do it in 2 to 3 hours a day. When I first started, I probably did even less than that, probably 1 hour a day, and then it got to 1 to 2 hours a day, and now it's probably 2 to 3 hours a day. But the amount of salary that I make for, say, 10 to 15 hours a week, I've never seen a job that is so part-time give you such a lucrative salary. So it is worth it for me. And I'm also having fun doing it. So it's definitely a totally different field that I'm used to, but I love doing the work for it. So I never really mind. It's more like a hobby for me. And so that is the comp plan and how much I work. Yeah, and that is basically what I have to talk about with the opportunity. I hope that you decide to join us. It is a great team, it is a great company. I really got to know the CEO and founder in China, and they are just two of the most caring people. They are married. The founder started it because she tried one cup of tea and realized she needed to get this out to everyone else. And her husband at the time was working at Subway. He owned three franchises of Subway, and it took off so fast that he realized that he should sell the Subways and come in as the CEO because he has a really strong business mind, which I have seen. And so they work together, and they are just so incredible and so caring. I once was on the phone with Tanya, the founder, before I really knew her. She was calling to tell me that I earned a free trip to LA, and I remember it was right after November, which is one of the strongest months for any direct sales company, obviously because of Christmas. But it was a really strong paycheck that I had, and I remember telling Tanya that I can't believe how crazy big my salary was last month. That's ridiculous. And without hesitating or breathing, all she said to me was, "This made my day. That is my whole goal, is just for people to be happy with their paycheck and to be changing people's lives." And that's exactly how I feel. I just want to change people's lives, whether it's making $100 a month or making $10,000 a month. We could help you reach your goals. And just so you know, I always take training for myself so that I can teach the team everything that I'm learning to keep up with social media. But we also train you on in home parties, fundraisers, basket parties, all different types of parties so that you are well trained for however you want to work this business. And we hold your hand and help you however you want to. And we really hope you join. But either way, I really appreciate you watching this video. I love this company so much. I just want to get the word out about it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask whoever sent this video to you or ask me any questions, and we'd love to answer. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye.